third and final game in this 3-game series between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Oakland A's. Mike Trout, with the season winding to a close, the AL's leading hitter, makes his case for a batting crown. Next. Daniel Mengden, a right-hander from the state of Texas, is the man on the mound here. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
You know, every pitcher comes out of spring training hoping they can make somewhere between 30 to 35 starts. This guy will be making start number 30 on the year. He's reliable, he's dependable, and he's been pretty good all season long. 30 starts, not an easy thing to do.
Into the box now, Andrelton Simmons. He will lead this one off today. And underway from Oakland as the first pitch of the afternoon is taken for ball 1. And Dan Dero, these A's, as they begin play here this afternoon, they come off another loss last time out, and in fact they've dropped 3 of their last 4.
Hey, thanks, Matt. You know what, Dero, you got to give this team a lot of credit. They're on the outside looking in on the playoff picture, but boy, they're playing out the string and they're playing out well. They're going to play this thing all the way to the end of the season.
You know, Dan, I can't speak for the pitcher side of it, but I have never been on a team, win, lose, or draw, whether I was going to the postseason or not, that had players that gave away at-bats. You just will not see it at this level.
At the plate, Avisail Garcia. He's had a real nice season in the batting average department, but he'll need to turn it on a bit down the stretch if he wants a chance at claiming that coveted batting title. Kenna moves over. 1 away. And with that, let's take a look at the Angels starting lineup. Mark DeRosa, what do you have for us on this lineup?
Well, Matty, the one thing that jumps off the page at me is the fact that this team leads the league in doubles, putting themselves in scoring position time and time again. Instead of having to get a few knocks, 1 base hit gets you right back in the ball game. This offense creates a lot of opportunities.
Ready with the 1-0 pitch. And this one's in the dirt.
1 ball, 1 strike.
And it's not in time as he's in well ahead of the throw. And forget about the double play now as he'll move up to second here on the wild pitch. Here's the 1-1. In the dirt, and now let's see. Throw goes over to third, and he's going to make it up to third here as he advances on the wild pitch.
Man, he's an absolute train wreck out there so far. That's his 2nd wild pitch of the 1st inning. We'll see if he can get the train back on the tracks here, but something is definitely off with his delivery right now.
Now the 2-1. Strike 2 swinging. And there are our umpires calling balls and strikes in this one, Mr. James Kingsley.
Hey, Dero, James Kingsley's a pretty good umpire. He doesn't get too excited, keeps things under emotions. He's a pretty good ball and strike umpire.
Yeah, James Kingsley will never show you up, and he's always approachable.
Popped him up. Olson has to shade his eyes from the sun, but he stays with it for out number 2. Coming to the plate now, Mike Moustakas. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Open stance by Moustakas, and now the pitch. Line toward right center. And he will get there to make the running play, and that will... Angels strand 1. Angels nothing. A's coming to bat. We're back after this on MLB Network. First offering on its way. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they did get the win last time out, but it hasn't been the best week for them as they've won just twice in their last 6 tries.
Hey, thanks, Matty. Hey, you know what, Dero? Try to get on a kind of a little mini winning streak here. Losing the first game of this series, winning game 2, and hopefully winning this series by pulling one out here today.
Yeah, Dan, they were able to shower that first loss off in the first game of this series and had a nice bounce-back game yesterday. Let's see if they can steal the series right here.
With that, let's look at the starting lineup for the hometown A's. Danny, any thoughts?
Yeah, you have to like the various skills that Sin-Soo Choo brings to the plate. He's hit over 500 the last 10 games. He's absolutely on fire. If I'm in that other dugout right now, I'm thinking this is the guy that we can't let beat us. We'll see how they attack him in this game.
Striding in for Oakland, Boog Powell, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one. First pitch of the at-bat. And that one stayed too low, apparently. Lifted down the line in left. Marte on the move. He makes the running play. 2 down. Now batting, Mark Hanna. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. And he'll look at a fastball that doesn't miss by a whole lot. It's 1-0. Hit in the air out to right. Garcia will get there, and he puts it away to retire the. A's are gone in order. Still no score.
Leading off for the Angels.
Ready now for L.A. Jose Abreu took an 0 for 4 in the victory last night. First pitch on its way. High in the air out to center field. Powell's under it. He's got it 1 away.
All right, guys, so here's how the Oakland A's are lining up on defense for this one. And let's focus our attention on outfielder Sin-Soo Choo, an on-base percentage nightmare for the opposition. That's what he's known for, getting on base. Also, he's dabbled in center field, but has since moved to the corner and is able to get the job done with a strong arm.
And the first pitch to the 38-year-old veteran is in for a called strike. 0-1.
Hey, there's no waiting around trying to work this guy into deep counts and get into the bullpen. This is a mid-90s fastball guy who loves that pitch and is aggressive and comes right at you. I would assume the offense is going to have a similar approach.
And this catches the zone as well. It's 0-2 now.
Hey, I don't mind you throwing a fastball in this situation, but I think, if we're being honest with ourselves, that one caught a little bit too much of the plate.
And they try to get Pujols to chase here, but he lays off. It's 1-2. Yanked on the ground down the line. A dive, but it's by him down the line. And they're going to hold him to a single here as they do a nice job of getting it back in quickly.
Dan, you have to love it when your defense picks you up right there, keeping him at first base.
Boy, Theo, that looked like it had extra bases written all over it. Great job by the left fielder to get to that ball and get the ball back in, keeping that to a single.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. As the first pitch misses to him, it's ball 1. He'll enter play here at an even 250. 5 homers, 18 driven in. Now the 1-0 is swung on and missed. Strike 1. No score here as we play inning number 2. A ball and 2 strikes. Nasty breaking ball swung on in the dirt. And you can forget about the double play now as the runner moves up to second base. Now at the plate, Jeffrey Marte, runner in scoring position with Sir John. From the stretch, here's the pitch. And there's one well above the zone for a ball.
That curveball stayed up in the zone. You'll see that often early in the game where a pitcher's trying to find that release point, particularly with his off-speed pitches. We'll have to keep an eye on him, see if he's able to settle down as this game moves on.
Lifted in the air out to center field. Giving chase is Powell. He's there to make the play, and that'll retire the side. Angels leave one. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He's set to lead off the home half of the second. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. A cold strike on the inside corner. Swings through it for strike number 2.
Hey, I love the aggressive nature this guy's pitching with. He's got focus. He's commanding the fastball. Really being aggressive right now. A lot different than his last start where he took a loss and seemed timid and scared to attack the zone. Time for a look at the Angels on defense. And we have to focus on one of the best players in all of our sport. Mike Trout, center fielder. Just as fun to watch him play defense as it is to watch him hit. This guy gets after it with his hair on fire. It's like watching a middle linebacker play center field.
Strike 1 to start the at-bat. Got him looking with the fastball as that had some two-seam movement to it. 2 gone.
Batting sixth. Right.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now. First 2 men in the inning have both gone down via the punch-out, so we'll see if he can fare any better. First pitch of the at-bat. Takes a look down at the knees for a strike. There's a knee-high pitch that catches the zone.
When you're facing a guy with this many pitches in his repertoire, I say throw everything out. 0-2, he's sitting fast.
Ground ball sent back up the middle, and that finds its way through for a base hit. So a nice job there to fight off an 0-2 pitch and keep the inning alive for at least one more batter.
You know, Dero, it's not always easy to hit in the day games. First 5 hitters, 5 up, 5 down. 6-hole hitter, though. He must have gotten a good night's sleep last night.
That's exactly where I was going, Dan. First 5 guys in the order looked like they were still asleep rolling out of bed. Those day games will creep up on them.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made. Welcome back to Oakland as we're set for the start of the third from the Coliseum here on MLB Network. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy, and he'll start out their half of the third. Top of the order to follow. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is taken outside for ball 1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Powell's under it. 1 out. Now at the plate, Andrelton Simmons. He reached on a single in his first try. First pitch on its way. This is lifted out to left. Kenna comes on now and puts it away for the second out of the inning.
Up next for the Angels.
So here is Avisail Garcia. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Curveball that time, not even close.
I know you're standing on the mound. You got 2 quick outs right here, but you have to respect the fact that this lineup can hit you and hit you in a hurry. Number 2-hole batter up at the plate. He has a chance to get on and get the big boys up.
Breaks his bat as this one's popped up, and he'll avoid the fragments out there to make the catch that ends the inning. Angels go down 1-2-3. Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. He's back in the starting lineup for this one after sitting out last night's game. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first as Valbuena throws him out. One gone. So with one gone, time for our look at the current standings. As you can see, these guys really have a comfortable lead in the division race to this point in the season. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. First pitch on its way. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. There's a strike.
So 2 pitches in a row on the outside corner for strikes. You think he stays out there?
I think he does. One thing you don't want to do, though, Matt, it's not a good idea to throw the same hitter, the same pitch 3 times in a row, back to back to back, but I think he might throw it here.
And Moustakas has this one for route number 2.
Now batting, designated hitter.
Now the A's designated hitter, Franklin Barreto. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. In there, strike 1. Now a check swing, but he holds up in time. Ball 1.
You know he wants that on the mound, especially if it would have made the count 0-2. Didn't get it, though, so now you have to make another quality pitch on 1-1.
1-2 now as that one's fouled off. Shoemaker gets the sign. Here's the 1-2. And strike 3 called as he says, you got to be kidding me, with the side retired. 1-2-3 go the A's. We'll head to the 4th, still scoreless.
Leading off for the Angels, center fielder number 5.
First pitch of the at-bat on its way. There's a swing and a high deep drive headed for the right field corner. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. A shot to second base and handled for the first out.
It's really important to be a second baseman and have some athletic ability. And how about this right here? He goes up high to snag this line drive that was definitely headed to the outfield for a base hit.
The third baseman, Mike Moustakas, now. Shot toward right center. Foul. Well, range to his left and put it away. 2 down.
That's one of those tough luck outs that'll drive you crazy as a hitter. He drove that fastball but couldn't get it down, so he has to take hard contact as a consolation.
Striding in once again, Jose Abreu. 2 away in the inning, and Dan, it looks like this could be another 1-2-3 inning for him.
Yeah, he has really found a groove on the mound, and it's been impressive to watch. It'll be interesting to see how long he can keep this dominance up.
After watching that one go by and a ball being called, you could rest assured he knows he's not getting away with another one of those. I guarantee you he's going to be aggressive on this next pitch.
Check swing, no swing, says the home plate umpire. Ball 2. That's it to short. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He does. 8 in a row he's set down, and the side is retired. Angels are gone in order. On to the bottom of the 4th now, still with no score. Digging in for his second at-bat, Boog Powell. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get him in, but that hasn't been the case.
Oh, and he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2. Still all zeros in the run column here in the 4th inning. Dan, does this continue, or does somebody score here?
I think this continues for a while, Matt. Both of these pitchers are throwing very well, throwing strikes, having good command of their off-speed pitches. This is going to be one of those low-scoring affairs.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Boog Powell is sent packing to begin the bottom of the inning. 0-1 the count.
You might see a change of game plan right here from the pitcher and catcher. They have to find a way to get these guys off that early count heater. Look for a little bit of change of pace.
Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. He hauls it in without any trouble, and there are 2 away. Next up for the A's, Matt Olson, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Into the corner and slicing foul. No runs, just 1 hit, and no errors in the ballgame for the A's so far. Line shot to third, and the side is retired. A's are gone in order. Through 4, still tied, 0-0. Here's Albert now. He'll start off the 5th in this one.
For the Angels, first baseman, Albert Pujols.
First offering on its way. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. Dribbled back toward the mound. And the 5th inning will start with a ground out, 1 away.
Now batting, second baseman, Luis Valbuena.
Here's Luis Valbuena now. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. Here's the first pitch to him. Right side, defense aligned perfectly. And that's the second out.
The left fielder, number 25, Jeffrey.
Here's Jeffrey Marte now. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. First pitch coming. Here it is. Fastball misses in the dirt as he tried to get him to chase the low one. No runs, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. And a fastball in there for a strike. 1-1.
I mean, the obvious key right now is the movement on his 2-seamer. He's able to spot it up in when he has to, and he's able to go backdoor.
And now a curveball that's low and in the dirt for a ball. It's 2-1. And here's the ball lifted high into foul ground down the right field line. In the bullpen area, he squeezes it to record the out. Angels go down 1-2-3. Halfway home, still no score. Stepping in and ready for another shot, Marcus Semien. He's 0 for 1 thus far. Called a strike on the outer half. 0-1.
Hey, this guy has been locating his fastball all game to perfection. Talking to a number of big league pitchers over the years, they'll tell you a well-executed fastball with good location is still the best pitch in the game.
Semien in an 0-2 hole here. Trying to send him packing for the second time. Sent on the ground out to second. On to first as Valbuena throws him out. 1 gone.
All right, fielder number 17, Shin-Soo Choo.
Digging in to try it again, Shin-Soo Choo. He singled his last time up. First delivery to him on the way. And he tries to hold back on the swing, but I think it would have been ruled a strike anyway. It's 0-1. A splitter, but he started it too low as it bounces up to the plate. Chu with a 2-ball, 1-strike count here.
I don't blame him for not coming over the heart of the plate. He circled this guy on the lineup card when he got to the yard today. He's been swinging one of the hotter bats in the game.
Ball even at 2-2. The 2-2. Hit hard on the ground to second. And a throw to Pujols is in time for the second out. In now, Matt Chapman. His last at-bat didn't go his way as he popped out in foul territory. Sends that one out of play for strike one. Shoemaker gets the sign. Here he comes 0-1. This now is hit to second. Does he have another 1-2-3 inning? He most certainly does. 10 straight he's retired now. 1-2-3 go the A's. Sixth inning coming up. Still zip. Digging in, Tom Murphy flied out in his first at-bat, so making 0 for 1 so far. Swing and a miss as he was way in front of that one. Line drive to left. And a base hit, so early trouble to lead off the inning. The relay, and he's going to make it. He's in at second base with a leadoff double.
Oh, this is a great way to start the inning. Now the go-ahead run is on second. A base hit away from coming across. I know it's only the sixth inning, but you'd love to claim the lead right now and let your bullpen carry the load the rest of the way.
In now is Andrelton Simmons, and he'll hit with a chance to push across the game's first run.
Yeah, great RBI opportunity here, but at the very least, he needs to find a way to advance that runner to third. Small things like that in a tight game can make a big difference.
Here comes the first pitch. Heading out towards shallow right. Chu is in a few steps as he takes it for the first out. And the runner, not tagging, will retreat to second base.
Now batting. Right fielder.
Striding into the box, Avisail Garcia, 0 for 2 on the afternoon so far. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. And a fastball just a bit up. This is line to left, but pretty much right at the left fielder as he takes it in for the second out.
The center fielder, number 27, Mike Trout.
Two men are out now in the Angels' sixth, and standing in the ever dangerous Mike Trout. Hoping to keep it tied. Here it comes. Fly ball out to straightaway right. And he'll get there in plenty of time to put this one away, and that ends the inning. Angels strand one. We are still scoreless. Here's the German-born catcher Bruce Maxwell. He'll be the one to start things out for Oakland in their half of the sixth inning. First offering on its way. Very weakly on the ground. Foul ball, however, strike one. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. And here's a swing and a miss as he falls behind 0-2.
You know, you don't face too many guys that have thrown a nasty splitter like he has today. He's had this lineup off balance all game with that pitch.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Got him swinging on the split-fingered pitch, and that's out number one.
Yeah, as they say, there's a hole in his swing in that location, so a good job there of exploiting that. That can be real hard for some guys to overcome when teams start figuring out what locations you just can't handle.
And that'll bring up Joey Wendell, as he'll take a look at ball one. So far, 0 for 1 with a flyout. One and one the count now. One out, nobody on. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Trout has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. And next up will be Franklin Barreto. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Leaves a slider right over the middle.
Boys, we see the pitch count. It's hard to remember the last time we saw a guy pitch this efficiently.
Yeah, Matt, it's incredible to watch him go after guys. He's forcing a lot of early.
And the throw to first is there. The inning is over. A's are gone in order, and this is still a 0-0 ball game. Back here at the Coliseum in Oakland. Neither team denting the run column quite yet as we look at the game summary through the first 6 innings of play. The third baseman Mike Moustakas now. He'll start the 7th, and Dan, as a former pitcher yourself, you must be enjoying this. Lots of good pitching and defense today.
Well, that's one of the keys. We're seeing a lot of strikes. We're seeing a lot of swings. We're seeing some great plays on defense. This has been a snappy one up to this point.
Tried to check it, and it's 0-1.
0-1.
That's taken. Now it's 0-2. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. And he'll try and tempt him with one in the dirt, but he'll hold back here. It's 1-2. And 2-2. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. And he makes the throw to first. Moustakas is retired, and there's one away.
Now batting, designated hitter, Jose Abreu.
And now the designated hitter for the Angels, Jose Abreu. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Now a fastball a bit too low here. It's ball 1. Bases are empty, 1 man out. And did he go around? No, he did not. Ball 2.
Wow, how about that? He was tempted to make a swing at that pitch right there. That was way out of the zone, but he just kept his hands back enough.
Slapped hard the opposite way. Chu is there. 2 down.
I know they say sometimes that these things even out, but that was a bullet line drive that gets caught. He would have represented the go-ahead run.
Here's Albert now. He swings and grounds it to short. Simeon's got it. On to first, and this will remain a tie ball game. Settling in now, Boog Powell.
Leading off for the
First
Athletics.
pitch on its way.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
High with the split-fingered fastball there, 2-0.
Sometimes it can be difficult for a pitcher. You're facing a guy that's not known to be a big stick in the lineup. Sometimes the toughest thing is to be aggressive and throw strikes.
And a big swing and a miss here, 2 strikes. The 2-2 one more time. Lifted the other way down the left field line. And this will wind up a foul ball. Another 2-2 offering. And he struck him out. So he's down on strikes for the second time this afternoon.
The left fielder, number 20.
Ready now, Mark Hanna. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Now the pitch. Swing and a little tapper. That winds up foul. The windup and the 0-2 pitch. And a splitter swung on and missed that time, and that'll be out number 2. That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. First offering on its way. Yanked fouled off to the right. That misses wide. 1 ball and 1 strike.
These guys have got to be frustrated as an offensive unit so far in this one. They haven't been able to crack the code on their opponent, but it's not like they're getting great pitch stand either. This starter has kept the ball on the corners of the zone all game long.
struck him out, his 8th punch out of the ball game, and that one ends the inning. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Here's Luis Valbuena now. 3rd trip to the plate for him here. He struck out and grounded out in his first 2 tries. Infield in the overshift here. Now the pitch. Good off-speed pitch. Had him out in front for strike 1.
We're moving right along into this one. This guy's continuing to pitch well, which is a little bit of a surprise because his first pitch strike ratio is still under 60%.
And he misses with it. 1-1. Valbuena with a 2-2 count now. A half swing that time, but it's a full swing in the eyes of the umpire, and that'll be the first out of the inning.
Fooled him just enough with that pitch to get him to go around, according to the umpire. Sometimes it can be really tough for these big, strong guys because once they're committed to swinging, it's hard for them to slow their swings down, and that appeared to be the case there.
Here's Jeffrey Marte now. As he lays off a fastball too low for ball 1. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Into his windup. Here comes the 1-0. And this ball's pretty well struck high and deep to left field. Kenna racing back on the warning track. He makes the catch. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. He doubled earlier in the game. 1 for 2 to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Tapped down the line, but it's foul. Strike 1. Popped him up. Olsen on the move. He tracks it down, and that will end the inning. Angels are gone in order. Still no score. So striding forward now, Marcus Semien. He starts off the inning against a guy who struck out the side last inning. How did they get to him here?
I'm not sure, Matt, that they want to stay as patient. He's been throwing a lot of strikes. They might want to start swinging a little bit earlier in the count. Didn't catch the corner there, but you can see he was trying to jam him with that running action on that 2-seam fastball.
Now a swing and a fly ball.
But no one gets to this one as it lands in the home bullpen. A foul ball.
A shortstop behind with a 1-2 count. Now a ball lifted high in the air towards shallow right center field. Valbuena will stay with it as he backs up and puts it away. 1 gone.
All right, fielder number 17, Shin-Soo Choo.
Now at the plate, Shin-Soo Choo. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. Behind on that one, now behind in the count. 0-1. The 0-1 delivery. Lifted down the line in left. But it drops foul down there in the home bullpen area. And that's lifted the other way out to left. Marte is over. He's got it, and there are 2 down now.
Now batting, third baseman.
Wesley Davis will get the call to pinch hit here, as we'll see what he can do with 2 out and the base is empty. Right there for strike 1.
They haven't gotten much going against this guy so far in this one. He's been pitching well. And one of the key numbers to look at, first pitch strike.
There's a swing and a ball hit in the air, and a ball that he got every stitch of, as that one, without a doubt, is gone. Solo shot to right center, and it's now a 1-run ball game.
I know hindsight's 20/20, but you can't throw that pitch to that guy. Don't forget, he homered yesterday, so you know he's locked in and ready to roll it there. We'll see if he learns from that mistake.
Into the box, Bruce Maxwell. He'll take a look at the pitch. Too low, it's ball 1. No hits to this point. Tough to catch up when it's moving like that.
Count 1-1.
Now a ball lined to the left side, but foul. Ready to deliver the 1-2. Hit back up the middle. And the throw to first is in time, but the damage has been done as the side is retired. Renato Nunez has come into the ball game now as he takes over as the new third baseman.
Third base, number 22.
In now is Andrelton Simmons, and then he and his fellow top of the order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action, and they just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
No balls and 1 strike. Now action in the bullpen as their closer starts to get loose out there. There's one well above the zone for a ball. Grounded to short. Throw on to first for the out, and that is how the 9th inning gets underway.
Up next for the Angels.
So here is Avisaíl Garcia. He could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far. First pitch of the at-bat. Skied into very shallow right. Chu has a read on it. 2 gone. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the 9th as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1.
And even though he's had some success against this guy in the ball game, he still knows he's a very dangerous opponent. He won't want to fall behind him any further.
Swinging a ball line down in the left field corner. And that is off the wall, but in foul territory. Foul ball. Here's Trout waiting on the 1-1. And opposite field as he lines this down the line in right. Solid base hit for him, his first of the afternoon. And hold all tickets now as the tying run gets into scoring position with a 2-out double. So he waited till the 9th inning, but he comes through here to extend the hit streak. That was close.
Yeah, Matty V, you see that wry smile of him coming out of the box right there. He knew what was on the line. He'd be lying if he didn't.
There's a lot of pressure on him. You're walking into that batter's box thinking, I have a nice streak going, and this is more than likely going to be my last AB. He comes through in the clutch.
Roger Wagner takes the ball now in inning number 9, looking to close the door. Into the box now, Mike Moustakas. Ball 1 to start the at-bat. Trout stands at second with 2 gone. And that misses low and inside. 2 balls and no strikes.
Well, he's got a base open to use right here, and it looks like he might not be afraid to do that by the way he's pitching it.
changeup that just catches the bottom of the zone for a strike.
That's an impressive pitch right there. If you're willing to throw a changeup on 2-0, that tells me that's a pitch you feel really confident with.
Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. And that's taken for strike two, as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. And with about 32,000 in the building, they're on their feet now. A swing and a liner to left center field, and that's going to drop in for a base hit. The tying run is in to score from second.
You know, D-Row, in today's game, it's not easy scoring in the late innings, so that RBI base hit to tie things up, that comes at a really good time.
Yeah, I say it's not easy. They got 11 guys in the bullpen, and I don't think a guy throws under 97 miles an hour with sinking cut. That is unbelievable he's able to get that knock in that big spot.
In now, Jose Abreu hits sharply toward the right side. And that'll make him 1 for 4 in this one. And that's going to move that go-ahead run to second now with 2 gone.
Hey, guys, there had to be something in the scouting report right there. For him to be on top of that 0-0 changeup the way he was, that was pretty special.
Standing in now, Albert Pujols, as he will look at a first pitch fastball for ball 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. The 1-0. Here's one fouled off to the right as the count evens at 1-1. The 1-1 pitch. And it's fouled away. 2 down, runners at first and second. Hard hit ball. Caught down there at third. Almost big trouble there, but not a good turn of events for this home crowd, as now their 9th inning lead has evaporated. Yusmeiro Petit enters to do the pitching, and best case scenario for him is to push this one into extra innings. And a called strike down in the zone, 0-1. Chopped weakly to the left. And a close play at first, but a great stretch that time as they get him by a step for out number 1. There's a look at the final line for the Angels starter, and he'll be very happy with how the day went. Next will be the designated hitter, Franklin Barreto. No hits in 3 tries so far. He struck out once. No balls and a strike to count. The 0-1 pitch. And here's a ball hit in the air. But this one lands in the bullpen area, a foul ball. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Missed with a slider.
Hey, great take on that slider away right there. But I'm thinking in that situation, that pitcher's got to execute a little bit better. That was almost a non-competitive pitch. Being outside, you could almost have let that one go right out of his hand.
There to play it is Garcia, and that becomes out number 2. So that'll bring in the outfielder, Boog Powell. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. And that pitch catches the inside corner. 2 out, nobody on. Swing and a miss here, and he's behind in the count now, 0-2. Here's the 0-2. Swing and a ball hit softly on the ground, but this will wind up foul. Still 0-2. And they'll try to tempt him with a curveball, but this bounces in front of the plate, and it's 1-2.
Those 0-2 curveballs are really tough for guys to lay off. There's a reason it's such.
And the throw is in time to get him to retire the side. 1, 2, 3 go the A's. Still tied 1 apiece. Stepping up now, Luis Valbuena. He's hitless in 3 at-bats to this point. First pitch of the inning is taken low and away for a ball. It's 1-0. And right into the shift. Olson comes up with it, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out.
The left fielder, number 25.
Stepping into the box, Jeffrey Marquez, who could really use a knock here. 0 for 3 in the game so far.
Nope.
A ball and no strikes. Hit to short. On to first, and it's a very quick start to the 10th. Already 2 away here. And that'll bring in Tom Murphy. He got under one and popped out his last time up. First pitch coming. Here it is. And this is hit hard to the right side, but foul. Ready with the 0-1 pitch. Hit on the ground to short. Simeon's there. Throw in time, and the side is retired. Angels go down 1-2-3. Score remains tied 1-1. So now it's Mark Hanna.
Leading off for the Athletics.
Here comes the first pitch. Comes right after him with a fastball for a strike. And a changeup here, but that's taken low in the dirt for a ball. Popped him up. Pujols moving to his left. 1 out.
Now batting, first baseman.
That'll bring up the power hitter, Matt Olson. He was sat down on strikes in his last at-bat. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. Takes a high fastball for a strike. So far this season, Olson carries a hitting line just over the 280 plateau. Late decision to swing that time, and as a result, it's 0-2. 1 out, nobody on.
Classic change of speeds right there. Threw the hitter's timing off. Got a late foul ball. Interested to see where he goes now.
But right at the shortstop for the second out.
The batter, number 10, shortstop, Marcus.
Ready for another shot now. Marcus Semien. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. First pitch of the at-bat. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Soft liner towards center, and that's in there. So perhaps some life here with 2 men out. So the bottom of the inning is still alive after the 2-out base hit.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there. 2-out base knock to put the winning run on base. Let's see if someone can catch a gap and end this thing.
Shin-Soo Choo at the plate now, as he'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's got a chance to end this one and send these fans home happy if he can get a ball deep enough into the gap. The 0-1. And a breaking ball stays outside.
Tried to go with the nasty backdoor breaking ball right there. Good job by the batter to take that pitch, work the count even.
Close pitch, but just a bit outside. He wanted it, but it's 2-1.
Tough spot in the game right here. You have a very close call that doesn't go your way. This is when you have to really regroup as a pitcher and go out there and try to make.
And the catcher grabs it to retire the side. Daniel Gossett takes the mound to start the 11th inning. So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Andrelton Simmons. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Popped him up. Semien waits on it, Makes the play, one away.
Now batting. Right fielder.
So here is Avisail Garcia. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. Here comes the pitch for Garcia. Missed with a slider. Bases are empty, one man out. And he watches one miss outside. 2-0 now. Checks his swing, but this pitch is right there for strike one.
That's evidence of a pitcher and catcher being totally in sync out there. That tells me they both know that's a good pitch for him right now.
A bouncer up the middle, taken in by Simeon. And very quickly there, they're two gone to start the inning. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. First delivery to him on the way. Takes a knee-high fastball.
You know, guys, sometimes guys don't like pulling the trigger. They want to see something go by, calibrate the speed, calibrate the brake, and then make their adjustments off that. Maybe that's the case right here.
Counts even to Trout, 1-1. So 1-1. And he gets him to lift one high in the air and drifting out to shallow center. Wendell will put this one away, and his side is retired. Angels are gone in order. Score remains deadlocked at 1. And here's Renato Nunez. First pitch on its way. Lofted in the air out toward right center. On the move is Garcia, and he hauls it in for the first out of the inning. At the plate, Bruce Maxwell. He was a ground-out victim last time up. Bud Norris, a right-hander standing 6 foot even, will take over the pitching duties here. Here's the first pitch to him. Fastball here as we'll take a look at ball 1. 1-0. Runs outside, so it goes to 2-0 now. The 2-0 on the way. Shoots this one over to first. Pujols has it, and he'll step on first himself for the out. And that'll bring up Joey Wendell. No career numbers to talk about for this matchup. Swung on, but fouled off to the left. 2 out, nobody on. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2. And he missed with it. It's 1-2. The 1-2. Now he gets on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate. The 1-2. High in the air into shallow left center. Calling for it, Marte. Makes the catch, and that'll retire the side. A's are gone in order. Still tied 1 apiece. Third baseman Mike Moustakas now due up for the 4, 5, and 6 hitters, and they're hoping that this is the part of the lineup that can get something going.
Yeah, only 1 run on the board so far for them. They just haven't had consistently good at bats.
Chu is there, 1 away.
Jumped all over that first pitch of the inning, and he didn't miss it. Just wasn't able to steer it in a direction that resulted in a leadoff hit.
He's ready. Here's the first offering. Ball 1. 1 out, nobody on. And he won't bite at that one either. It's 2-0.
2 tough sliders right there, but he was able to lay off them. Might have bought himself a fastball in this situation.
High in the air down the right field line. Chu has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Striding in, Albert Pujols. He's 1 for 4 for the game. First delivery to him on the way. Changes up on him, but that's in the dirt for a ball. And this is just off the outside corner, ball 2. The 2-0 on the way. Grounded back up the middle. Throw in the dirt, but a good scoop at first saves an error. And next up will be Franklin Barreto. It was a flyout for him in his last trip. This is flared out towards second, and a clean base hit, so he gets off the schneid, as they say, and is now 1 for 5 in the game. So the leadoff hitter reaches with good speed. The 2-hole hitter can handle the bat. We'll see if they have a play on here with nobody out.
Hey, that's a nice piece of hitting right there to put the winning run on base. Interesting here, this is where you play a little bit of manager. It's an AL game. Let's see if he employs a little National League style. Maybe ask the guy to bunt and move the runner up right here. I don't think so, though. American League, it's nasty. You're trying to drive something in a gap or over a wall.
And he'll power in a fastball that time at 94 for strike 1. A little bit off the outside. It's 1-2. And the slider gets him swinging. 2 gone. So here's the cleanup hitter, Matt Olson. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line-out. A changeup that catches the corner for strike 1.
Well, if you could throw it for a strike consistently, a first-pitch changeup is effective. Hitters are almost never looking for it.
Possible winning run stands at first with 2 out here. And on 0-2, he misses with a fastball. Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Here now the 2-2. Now a swing and a hard hit grounder. Ready with another 2-strike offering. And he strikes him out to retire the side, so we'll play at least one more. So no runs here on a base hit, no errors, and 1 man left aboard. Take a quick walk to keep the Here's Luis Valbuena now. He was retired via the ground ball last time up. He's ready. Here's the first offering. And the changeup just missed the inside corner. Takes a fastball on the inside corner. From the windup, the 1-1 pitch. A swing, and he pulls it down the line and deep. Nearly a big fly to start the inning. Instead, a foul ball. The 1-2. Grounded to the right. And that's out number 1.
The left fielder, number 25, Jeffrey Marte.
Here's Jeffrey Marte now. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Line towards center field. But sadly for him, this will head straight to the center fielder as he puts it away without much trouble for the second out. So coming to the plate, Tom Murphy. He comes into this appearance in the midst of a 1-for-4 day. Ball 1. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Pitches away, but it's swung on and grounded to second. Oh, and it eats him up a bit. And a good effort as he's able to stick with it and get the third out of the inning. Pretty painless. Half of the inning all told. Digging in once again, Marcus Semien. He'll lead things off as they'll try to walk off winners in the bottom half. In there, and he's ahead 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses 1 and 2. The 1-2. And he swings on top of one here and chops it foul right at home plate.
That wasn't a terrible pitch right there, but if he's going to exit.
Hit high and deep to straightaway right field. Ball game. A solo shot here to straightaway right field, and none bigger than that one as this ball game is over.
Hey, when you get to extra innings, you're looking to piece together a rally or scratch any runs you can across the plate. But he says, hey, to heck with that. I'm going to do it with one swing of the bat. So a walk-off home run ends this thing in extras. That was fun.
And guys, a very important outing turned in on the mound for the man you see right there. He was a big factor, of course, and is the recipient of our Topps Player of the Game award.
Well, it's not that often a relief pitcher that's not a closer gets props like this, but this time I think it's well deserved. They needed him in some tough situations, and he passed every test with flying colors.
Pitching and defense game 2-1, the final score this afternoon. Daniel Gossett claims the win out of the pen, his first. So that'll just about do it. For my partners Mark DeRosa and Dan Plesac, this is Matt Vasgersian. You've been watching a presentation of MLB Network. So long, everybody.
Here now is our final line score this afternoon. First for the victorious Athletics. 2 runs on 5 hits. No errors. They left 3 men on base. The Angels, 1 run on 6 hits. No errors. They left 5 men on base. Time of the ball game, 4 hours and 18 minutes. A reminder that extra BART train service is available on the Fremont Daly City line or on the Fremont Richmond line by accessing the ramp directly outside the stadium beyond the left field wall. AC Transit will also be available.